Good morning, folks. Hi, Phil McPhail here with United Country Lifestyle Properties of Maine. Welcome to 357 Paddy Hill Road in the town of Medford. We're going to look at an A-frame today that's got 2 bedrooms. We've got a guest cottage. We've got 53 acres of land here. So without any further ado, as they always say, let's go take a look at this property together. Hey folks, the location here, we're in the town of Medford and we're on the far eastern side of Piscataquis County where it meets the Penobscot County county line. The nearest service town to this property would be Milo, and that's about 8 miles continuing out this way on the Paddy Hill Road, bring you right into town. There's a grocery store there, some restaurants and things to do. The interstate, the closest exit would be in Howland, about 11.5 miles from here, and that's exit 217 Howland. Bangor, the city of Bangor, beautiful little northern Maine city, 44 miles from here, less than an hour's drive. And Boston is about 255 miles and 4 hours and 20 minutes roughly. What can you do around this area of Medford? Well, you can ride this road is an ATV access road, and right down just a few miles from here on this road, we can hook up to the trail system. That same trail system where you hook up down in Medford Center, you can also ride snowmobiles on that trail in the wintertime. So it's real close to trail systems. You can access them from the property. For ATV, you'd have to trailer down the road unless you can somehow connect up from the power line in the back of the property. Other things around, we got Piscataquis Lake is just a few miles away to the boat landing. I think we're probably 14 miles. That's a guess. I should have looked it up, sorry. The Piscataquis River is right down the road, it runs right through Medford, and then the Penobscot is accessible in Howland at a couple of different locations. K.I. and Joe Mary Gates of the North Maine Woods are not too far from here. We continue into Milo, pick up Route 11. You could be there in less than 40 minutes. So the first building we're going to take a look at here, folks, is the A-frame cabin. This was built in 1989. It's 2 bedrooms. The roof was redone in 2016 with new shingles, and a brand new septic system was put in here in 2016 as well. Let's go on inside and take a look. So when you come in, we have a mud room or a little porch area that's not heated out here that you can kick your shoes off if you want to when you come in. And then we've got living space here. The place is heated with a wood stove, and we also have a heat pump. And that'll also act as your air conditioner. And Moki here, the little kitty, he does not come with the property, although he seems to really like it here. And over here, we've got the kitchen. We've got a refrigerator that'll stay with the property, an electric range. Your sink is in here. So, it's a small space, but very usable. We're going to continue down this hallway in the back of the cabin and look at an unfinished bedroom that could be a washroom, bedroom, the bathroom, and a screen porch. Down here, and this is the downstairs, could be bedroom, currently used as a washing room. The washer machine will stay with the property. We also have electric water heater in this room. So my thought is you could wall this off, maybe move the washing machine over to the bathroom. That's your call, but this certainly could be a bedroom. This is our full bathroom here in the back of the house. There are some holes here. The seller does plan to fix them, so if you see that, write in the comments, whatever. We've got a full tub and shower surround. Nice little bathroom. Let's go check out the porch out back. All right, and back here is the screen porch. What a great place to sit here and just watch the birds, enjoy nature. We've got some little trails that the owner has built out here and some natural fencing. It's just a beautiful yard. We're going to go check that out after we go upstairs and check out the loft bedroom. As we come up the stairs here, you'll notice they got a really large open loft. Plenty of room for any size bed you want over here. Nice little art studio. You can look out the window for inspiration and nature. Just a really cool space up here. And you could sleep probably 6 or 8 people up here if you wanted to put in some more beds. We're going to go check out this cabin now. This cabin is 12 by 24. It was a sturdy built cabin done in 2015. Really cute inside. Let's go check it out. So when you first come in here, we got this nice little screened area, great place to sit. And then coming into the cabin, we got a living space here. It's a great place for guests. A little day bed in here. We got a little wood stove in here hooked up. It's a really nice little place. There is a solar panel on the roof. And down here, you'll see it in the B-roll. We got some charge controllers and the small inverter here. Seller says it's not working right now. She thinks the battery is probably dead, and she doesn't use it much, so it's not that big a deal to her. But panel and all the equipment looks like it's all in good condition. You can check that out when you come look at it. Right here next to the A-frame house, we have a nice little woodshed, and it may not look like much, but it's built very, very sturdy. Got an asphalt shingled roof that does not leak. So check this out. Great place to store your firewood. One thing you're going to notice when you see this property is this old barn, and this is beyond repair, folks. I think maybe salvaging some of the barn boards and selling those online, like a lot of people do, is a good use for this. But there is a family of foxes living in here. The owner enjoys watching them, and they've made this their home for now. So you can check this out. You can leave it as is, tear it down, sell the boards, or just bury it, whatever you want to do. Coming back up here from the barn, we're going to go up around the other side of the house. Off here to my left, if you want to check that out, we got a patch of rhubarb in here that's kind of gone to seed. And then nice little flowers scattered all around. You can see the new shingles on the roof here. This was done in 2016. Coming around the backyard here, we've got the porch. You can see where that is in relation to the house. Got some really cool natural fencing the owner has created. We'll show you some close-ups of that, where it's woven dry wood for fencing. And we got what she calls fairy tale trail out here that the foxes like to use, and there's a little place to go out there and sit in the trees. So we're going to start down what's called fairy tale trail here, and this is a really cool little walkway. She's got some mowed grass in here, mowed trails, got some solar lighting on some of the trails, old remnants of rock walls from probably when this place was a farm 100 years ago or more. And we'll check out these trails. Next, we're going to go back. I'm going to show you where the well and septic is. And then we're going to go for a hike, because we got 53 acres of beautiful timberland here to take a look at. And so let's keep on checking this place out. Right over here by the woodshed is where the drilled well is. That's this casing right here. We're not sure how old that is. She's had no trouble with the water here at all. And then as you look down the driveway here, you're going to see a bit of a mound following the right side of this driveway as we're heading back towards Paddy Hill Road. That's where the septic line is buried. And the mound there at the other end of the driveway, you can see the dirt patch. That's the leach field. And if you want to see more information on that, we actually have a copy of the septic design that was permitted and put in place. We're going to take a walk now on this 53 acres of land, and there is a trail that kind of cuts through the woods here that you can drive a vehicle on, but we're going to walk it so you can see a little more of it. And before we get going, you probably noticed that I've changed my clothes. I got to tell you, folks, Maine has bugs, and if you didn't know that, you need to. We have black flies and mosquitoes up here, and they can be a pest. However, how you dress can affect your enjoyment of the outdoors. And bugs, the navy blue shirt I had on earlier, we're ditching that for more natural colors, light colored pants and a hat, long sleeves. You know, there's bugs here. They don't bother me too much most of the time, but you can help yourself out. So don't put on perfume, don't wear dark clothing, long sleeves, and you can enjoy the woods. And at the very least, they're not the fastest flyers in the world. As long as you're moving, they're not bothering you much either. Let's go take a walk. Okay, this is the path that goes out towards the back of the property. We're going to start down walking on this, and this has been mowed recently. It's a great place to walk, to enjoy the forest out here. You're going to see some really beautiful spruce, fir, and big hardwood trees in here. We got some nice maples, some white birch. We've got a little bit of beech in here, some cherry, some popple, balsam fir, I guess everything I've seen here except for pine and that grows in the state of Maine. So let's keep on walking. We're going to go back and show you some cool features. There's a small brook back here that most people wouldn't even know was there. And there's a power line, a small one, that cuts through the back of the property, but it would be a great place for maybe hiking or hunting. Great place to put a deer stand on the edge of that power line. So let's go take a look. We're back here about 400 or 500 feet from the house now, and this is a nice little clearing here that the owner keeps mowed. It could be a great spot to maybe plant something for a food plot if you want to do that. Put a little garden back here, although you probably never keep the deer out of it this far from your house. I wouldn't recommend that. Let's keep walking. The trail continues on. That part is not mowed. It's an unimproved trail. Easily you could ATV ride on this, so keep on coming. Let's go look. We've made it back to the pole line easement that runs through the back quarter of the land. And this isn't a real big power line, but what it does do is we can see about 500 yards that way, and probably, if we had a ladder on a tree, we'd probably see 300-400 yards this direction. What a great spot if you like to hunt deer, maybe turkeys back here on this pole line. The utility company obviously keeps it mowed or cleared of brush, so it's always growing grass and attracting the game, and obviously it's going to be a travel corridor. They'll be following the edges of this. We're going to continue on the other side of this pole line easement and check out the brook back there. We're back here on the other side of the power line, and I think we scared a moose because we got a really fresh track right here, and he's heading away from us, and we're making a lot of noise. I did snowshoe this property in the winter last winter, and I'll be honest, it's easier getting around with no leaves on the trees and the ground nice and level with snow. Just if you're afraid of coming up to look at property in the wintertime, that's a lesson. Don't be, because you can see stuff a lot better. This is a very dense forest in here. We've got a lot of young hardwoods coming up in the under the canopy of the existing trees, and we've got some beautiful trees left in here. You know, if you're into timber harvesting, you certainly could cut some wood in here right now. There's mature wood in here to cut. That would release this young wood that we're standing in and make it grow faster, but I don't know, I kind of like it the way it is, so maybe you don't want to cut it. It's up to you if you buy it. Let's keep going. We're going to find this little brook. I know you folks always like me to tell you a little bit more about the land. Well, we got some nice elevation on this property. We've got elevations that range anywhere from 420 to about 520 feet above sea level. You probably see in the drone shot flying over a little bump in the middle of the lot, and that's that 100-foot of elevation change. That's the high point of the property. The soils here are quite varied. They're either really well drained or poorly drained, and it's stony. It's good land for growing trees. It's good land for hunting, for wildlife. Maybe some can be converted to pasture, but yeah, don't buy this one thinking you're going to convert this to farmland. I think you'd have an awful fun time and a very expensive process to get rid of all the rocks on this property. But it's easy to walk once you get the trails cleared up. Most of the rocks are subsurface. What else can I tell you? I think that's it. There's a lot of old trails through it. Some of them are improved. Most of them are not. You could clear these trails, make for some great walking and hunting trails. All right, we're gonna head back to the house, see if we missed anything, and wrap it up and let you know what the price on this property is. Okay, we're over here in the southwest corner of the land. This brook kind of meanders on and off the property. We're right here near the boundary, right on the corner of the lot. Cute little brook runs through the woods. I think it probably runs a good part of the year. We're almost the end of June. We have had a lot of water, but there's a defined channel here, and winter, spring, and fall, you're gonna have water in this most likely, attracting game animals to it. Kind of a nice place to sit back here and listen to that water gurgling. It's beautiful. Well, you've seen almost all the 53 acres here. We've walked from the front all the way to the back of the land. And one of the things you'll notice is over here, we have a blazed boundary. And that's always a good thing, folks. You know, a lot of properties you look at, you can't find the boundary lines. This one has been painted and blazed. It's beautiful, good condition. We're gonna keep going. It's warming up quick, and we're gonna get back to the house and wrap this thing up. Hey folks, thank you for coming on the tour. Before we wrap this up, don't forget, like and share this video if you do. And please subscribe to our channel if you've been watching it a long time and you haven't clicked on that. That's probably why you missed that perfect property before you saw it, because it wasn't in your new feed. The price on this property is $175,000. The taxes are $884 for the most current tax year. Parts of this land are in the tree growth management plan, or tree growth tax status, I should say. And the tree growth management plan the seller has, she's willing to pass that on to the new owners. We got the main house. We got this beautiful little guest cottage, 53 acres of forest land for you to explore, hunt, fish, do whatever you want to do on it. give me a call, 800-286-6164. Ask for Phil. Thanks again for taking the tour with us.